Welcome to another Pac-12 Game of the Week. This week we focus on the two teams at the bottom of the conference trying their best not to finish last. Modesto welcomes San Antonio in what could be an offensive-heavy game. Let's send it to our broadcast team, and I'll be back later with news around the Pac-12.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance.
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Dropping back, it's Gross. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. He'll throw on third down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll run play action. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And now this offense will take the field again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll run it here on third and goal. They stop him again, and not only that, they've down that much harder. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Combs. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to throw, it's Curtis. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now they've moved into the red zone. Dropping back, it's Gross. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Curtis. That's caught, it's Cannon. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Completion a little short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Under fire! And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Mendoza. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The give to the tailback. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Gross. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right on the money. Open space at the 25. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Burgess. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Now they'll run the draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Gross. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Punt is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hammond. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burgess. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Richards. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there. And you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grab behind the line, it's Rivera. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They booted away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kick is on its way. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Scanning the field, it's Richards. Snares it outside, it's Hammond. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him! Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Got it in the middle. It's Rivera. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Takes the handoff. It's Russo. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Plows through the defense. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ellison. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I believe in you, D. I believe in you.
Looking to throw, it's Richards. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle, it's Burgess. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Breaks into the open. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 31 over Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looking to pass. It's Gross. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
He's going to let it go. It's caught. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're going to run it to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wants to throw. It's Richards. Grab behind the line. It's Rivera. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. On the move, it's Russo.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got the quick pass. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Richards. Finds the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Combs. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Now from inside the red zone. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man quickly. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Mendoza. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Handoff from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They want to run it left here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Richards. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Looking for space. It's Rivera. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Nice move there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fry. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. The give to the left. Runs through a tackle. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
To throw, it's Gross. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Mass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. Unleashes one deep. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Looking to throw, it's Richards. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Combs. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The field goal is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. How about that pass rush coming up with a 3rd down sack and forcing the punt? That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Richards. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Russo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it on the left. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Gross. Using the quick game. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Russo. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Wants to go up top, fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What a thriller that was. San Antonio steals it there at the end to advance 3-7 on the year. Let's take a look at the other games in the conference. Montana beats Charlotte 30-10, while High Desert State falls to Oklahoma in non-conference play. Muncie and Gulf Coast win their game this week, along with Kokomo, who inches closer to their first bowl berth. Let's see what our conference standing looks like with only 2 games left in the season. High Desert falls from the top spot, leaving AFMU and Montana in the conference championship spots if the season ended today. San Antonio also jumps up a few spots after today's win. These final 2 games possibly matter the most, so let's see our matchup for next week. In Week 12, Kokomo Tech will take the trip to Nevada to take on High Desert State. On the other side, Shawnee, who's also looking for a bowl bid, will travel to West Virginia to take on the Wardens of AFMU. Our game of the week will head out to Ohio, where Prairie Union will take on Cuyahoga River in an exciting matchup. That's all for this week. Tune in next time for more exciting Pac-12 football.